Hang on. Can you hear me now? Uh, oh, very funny, Annie. Can you guys hear me now? Hello? All right. I might have to go out and come back in. Hang on. Are you guys hearing me? Someone, okay, cool. Awesome. I will start over. Good evening. No idea what happened just there. You know, when this happens, all kinds of stuff can go on. Welcome back, those of you who were here earlier today. I spoke about feeling this heat. I'm going to repeat what I said earlier, which was that many people were feeling that itchy skin today, myself included. I think the whole time I was talking, I was like, and that's that heat in the body. I could feel this heat coming in. So we had 4 hours of sustained high frequency light here. What's really interesting here is this pattern. I have never seen this like this. This massive red wave is all purging. And then the green is helping us to integrate it. However, this, I of course tuned in to my guides, you know, what does this mean? Because instantly I could feel here, this is, there was definitely a timeline jump in here. And so tonight I'm gonna give you guys a super fast crash course on timelines because this is what's happening. When this happens like this, old timelines collapse if you're allowing it, right? Meaning it is critical where you focus. Whatever you focus on right now is what you recreate. Because of all the turmoil that's going on in the third dimension stuff that's collapsing, focusing forward and going within is the way forward. It's the way forward. Because what's happened with this now, we are jumping forward. Our consciousness keeps flying forward, and there is an exorbitant amount of light available on the planet, more than ever before. There's more light and consciousness available on the planet than ever before because all the density is dissolving, right? With that said, you are creator within your own creation. So whatever you're giving your attention and energy to, you are literally rebuilding, all right? And you guys know I'm not a fear monger, but right now it's like, you got to pay attention to your noodle. If you're in your noodle, very easy. We all know how to do this, and I'm going to ground us all tonight. If you know your purpose, some of you have been doing soul mission readings and you kind of have an idea and you're able to get excited about it. What do you want to create with that? Play with those ideas. It's a time to go into creation mode. If you don't know yet, it doesn't mean you're behind. It just means you aren't supposed to know yet. All you need to do is focus on peace. And I mean your own peace. Make sure that you are master of your energy field. Because every moment that you're aware of your own energy field, you're choosing a timeline. So if you're still looking at or observing or talking about or getting triggered by your third dimension experience, you are now, energy doesn't get recreated, it gets transmuted. So if you're focused here, you're anchoring your energy here, right? Your consciousness wants to jump forward. If you're releasing that and saying that no longer serves me, I'm going to let it come to the light, you're allowing in that moment your consciousness to take the biggest leap possible for you. If you're still stuck on that timeline, you are impeding forward progress that will be smooth, is the best way to put it. And in every now moment we're creating. So it's like, where's my thoughts now? Where's my energy now? This caused a lot of confusion. It could make it difficult to ground. So if this is you, just know that that's okay. This felt like a crazy ebb, right? And those ebbs, when we get drawn back and we don't have the clarity, but we know stuff's happening, you have a sense of anxiousness, something's shifting. We can feel now when it's shifting, right? And for some of you, that may feel like anxiousness. And so it's, how can I go within, What am I creating right now? And if you do not worry about why you came here, what your who man's purpose is, you can't mess it up because it's in your heart and it'll come forward at the perfect time for you. But right now we're in a critical shift forward, and it really does matter where you're giving your attention, where you're giving your attention to. And it can't be outside of you. It can't be anybody outside of you. Doesn't matter what their relationship is to you. The best way for you to stay on your highest timeline right now is like it's like I say, mind your own energetic business. This is the time to mind your energetic business more than ever. Because what's happening is this is such a massive jump in consciousness, and the dimensions are now growing apart further, right? This does not mean those in the third dimension, we can still observe each other, right? But we can't focus on that because that's how we created it. We all created the SHIT show that's playing out now. Then we awakened and said, wait a minute, we actually have the power to create. Let's try, I have an idea, right? Said all the powers that be. Let's create from love again. Let's create from love, from scratch, from a clean slate. That's why, that is what the love train is. That is what this community is. And it doesn't matter if you found me today or last year. Doesn't matter, because you found your way here because something inside of you the energy drew you here, okay? All you need to know how to do is manage your own energetic business right now, so that we can get through. This is a big jump, and it's again, it's choosing. They're really wanting us to choose our timeline. Choose which timeline you are creating from. Okay. Let's see. I see a bunch of you in here. So, yeah. So yeah. Well, everything. So all things are only created in the now moment. You know, if you think about, like, even if you had your past, all of it was created in the now moment, and then we had a memory and we attached an emotion to it, and that became a dense energy that sat in our field until we said, oh, wait a minute, that's not my truth. That's not my identity. That's not my truth. That was something that an experience my who man had when it was unconscious. And so now it's, let me allow this to come to the light. Look at this, is healing energy. Things will bubble up. If you have crazy dreams, it's just old timelines now. You could be seeing, schoolmates and family members, and all kinds of weird stuff from your past can come up in your dreams now. Do not go in the rabbit hole. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need a past life regression. When you heal a dense energy in this body, the rest fall like dominoes because the energy basically came through in your DNA. So don't get all caught up and make it more complicated. It's as simple as, what am I focusing on now? Be conscious. Don't get mad at yourself. I thought I cleared that. Thought I got rid of that. Don't get mad at yourself. Okay, I see this. I'm going to observe this is coming up. I'm going to be the observer. I'm going to allow this to come to the light, and I'm going to focus myself into peace. Whatever that looks like for you. If it means, leaving a room, right? The guides gave me, now I know why, like, they give us what we need before we know we need it. Last week, they gave me those very specific steps. If you feel you need water, hydrate. If you need to leave a room, even if someone's going to give you an eye roll, leave the room. If you need to ground, right? And so whatever it is you're feeling inspired to do, take those steps, because that is you following your energy, following your light. So next Tuesday at noon, I am going to teach a class right here. It's going to be free. It's a workshop for everybody on choosing your timeline. And so I didn't even get to do, I just started doing the graphics, but I'm going to give everybody a really fast crash course here. Just an example of what I mean, because I know you're going to be hearing a lot in the coming days about timelines collapsing and choosing a timeline. And so just to give you a conscious, right, example, and I'm going to go a lot deeper in the class, but I pulled one of the graphics that I started working on, and I'm just going to share this. So this is like the midnight midnight crash course in timelines. Okay, so I don't even have these labeled. It doesn't matter. We can, right? We could say, so this is us. We're a light. This is what you are. By the way, anybody's wondering, this is what, we're all the same. We're all this beautiful beam of light focused into this, right? What do we call it? The meat suit. So this is us. So lower dimensions, right? If everything that happened on this lower dimension was usually what your human is calling your human memory right now, right? Because our human could only remember this. Most people, some do have some soul memory, but we're embodying more of our soul memory. Our soul is eternal. So this, let's just call this one the third dimension line. So this is where all your human's memories are. So when you go in the head, and for any reason, if you're future planning, if you're worrying, if you're reliving the past, all of that is this same timeline. You're choosing it. Now, your consciousness is way up here, pushing forward to higher and higher levels in the fifth dimension. In order for your human to follow, right, with ease, we need to say, I'm done with that. I'm allowing this to be completed. I'm allowing it to come to the light. So notice that that's not resistance. It's not, oh no, I can't believe I dreamt about my mother. I thought I forgave her, right? You're entangling again. You're still here. You're still here. Instead, it's, oh, interesting. I had a dream about my mother. I thought I forgave her. I'm pretty sure I did, but maybe this is more of it coming to the light. So I'm choosing peace. I'm going to get my body into a peaceful state so that, and then any emotion that comes out, allow it. You could have a lot of just tears out of nowhere. Allow it, allow it, allow it. We stuffed our emotions down like beach balls underwater for years and years and years. Those beach balls have to come up because those beach balls are what's freeing you from this dimension that you don't desire and allowing you to jump. And the denser this gets, the more light is being called in to aid in healing. So this means we're running a tremendous amount of light through us. That is your power of creation. This is how you create. So anything that's in your human memory is all here. And I don't care if it's, oh, but I had a dream about, right? A great thing. That is still a limited belief from your created in the mind, in the human mind, right? The fight or flight mind, to be specific. We are moving into, in the fifth dimension, which I'm just for argument's sake, I'm calling it this bright line here, is heart-based, feeling-based. So we don't choose from the head, we choose from the heart. We did an activation last week that the guides brought through. And what was it? It was healing the heart on all timelines, because it was seen in the quantum field that we had a bunch deep heart wounds. And so by releasing those, it allows us to pull more light into our hearts. That's what we're doing. So if you even just take that one step and say, I'm filling my heart with pure love and light, you are commanding that into your field, okay? And in doing that, you're helping this to dissolve. It's dissolving behind you, but you have free will. So if you choose it, what happens? You're temporarily unconscious, you're back down here. You don't want to be down here right now. Just, it's a perfect time to really take command of what am I creating in this now moment. So an example of choosing higher timelines. So as we're moving forward, right, there are many available timelines for you within the fifth dimension, okay? So when we say choose the highest one, it just means what decision, what choice has the most love? What choice has the most love? So what's an example? So say you, when you were growing up, you had a neighbor and they grew these beautiful roses. And one day you were walking by and you couldn't resist and you just said, oh, I want to pick one of these roses and bring it home. And you just snapped it off and you got caught and yelled at by the neighbor. What are you doing? La, la, la. Scared the crap out of you. You dropped the rose. You were admiring the roses. You run home. Now what happens? You've created a fear. Oh my gosh, I'm probably going to cross the street instead of going by the crazy rose lady's house, right? So this is dense energy. It's a fear memory that's created that plays out until you resolve it and come to another perspective. So we can say, what's maybe a little higher timeline? Okay, I'm going back, I'm picking the rose. This time, no one came out, but I'm still feeling a little weird because I didn't ask anybody. So I'm still feeling a little density because I'm uncomfortable. But this time, we got a thumbs up. In this timeline, this is another timeline. In this timeline, I made it back to my house with the rose. There's another timeline that's even higher. Going to pick a rose. Oh, look at these beautiful roses. I'm going to pick it. Oh, the owner of the home is outside. She saw me looking at the roses. Do you love these roses? Let me bring you a basket and let's clip some so you can take them home with you. See how this timeline feels better. This is how we choose and create our new timelines. And so in the past, the way this was taught to me, which by the way, I never got it, when I would get these exercises and they'd say, in your journal, rewrite your past. What the heck? To what? Right? Because I always felt like I didn't have a reference point. Now I understand. Start to make the story a little better and a little better and a little better. And then now it can be, oh, wow. She saw me admiring the roses and she helped me to cut a bunch of them and bring them home so that I could enjoy them. And now we've bonded and now I've made a sense of unity and community and she loves it that I appreciate. There's a bunch of love in this timeline, see? So in every now moment, all of those options exist. So it's what did I focus on? So I can focus on the, oh shit, I got caught, or I can focus on, no, in this timeline, I'm gonna walk by that house, I see the roses, I love them, I'm not in any fear, I'm in pure love and light, and that is the creation that you are putting into place. That must come into place. The difference is the, uh-oh, I got caught, or the, oh, I feel guilty because I took it and nobody saw me, but I still feel guilty. Those are still in the third dimension. Flipping it to what are these higher timeline options that I have? And I'm going to obviously dig more deeper in this. Let me know if this is resonating. And here's the thing, you don't need to know what you want to create right now. This is a lot we're going through energetically, but for right now, all you need to do is say, okay, wait, the old timeline is really yelling. It's loud on the way out, right? It's like I call it the Mucinex man, right? He's like going back to the light, but he's ticked. He's got his ugly suitcase and he's all green and gooey. That's how some of these parts are. They're not leaving politely, but they're leaving. They're going to the light because they understand they came from light, right? So these parts that we're hiding, that we're scared, that we're in fear, know that they come from the light and they're ready to let go. The only thing that keeps them in place is your human willpower if you choose to focus on it. So you can become the observer and just observe and say, okay, I got this. Just take a couple of breaths and say, I got this. I know I'm the observer. I have all the power here. I'm the observer. This is an old emotion that just came up to go to the light to be healed. I'm going to allow it. I've got this. Calm yourself down, get the breath into a nice rhythm, and just what do I want to create in this now moment? Know what? I know that if I choose peace, I'm automatically on my best and highest timeline. Anything on that timeline is going to be pure love and light. It's like the lady, or it could have been that you got home and somebody sent you a dozen roses. You didn't pick the roses, but you got home and somebody sent you a dozen roses. This is how there's unlimited possibilities of how the roses can come in, right? And I'm expecting some now. Now I'm talking about this, I'm like, ooh, I would love some roses. So, but see, when you get your energy into it, that is how we create it. That is how we choose the higher timeline. Okay. So, this is kind of right. Again, I'm just doing like a little, just a kind of a sneak peek at this is what I'm going to go much deeper. I'm going to go into stuff like relationships and money. If this is the I don't have money timeline. So if you keep saying that, okay, you're staying on this timeline. Okay, I don't know how and when, but I know that my abundance is aligned here, and all I need to do is focus on peace, love, joy, harmony, to stay in alignment. When you're in peace, you're in alignment with your abundance. When you're in peace, you're in alignment with your wellness. It is assured in the fifth dimension. It's not on our to-do list. It's not on our worry about list. That's all down here. It's worry, planning, controlling, strategizing, manipulation. Stop trying to get someone outside to give you something emotionally. Give that emotion to yourself. You must give your gift. You have the gift of love. You have all your beautiful gifts are coming forward. So many of you have these beautiful intuition coming forward. Your clairs are coming online. You give the gift to yourself first. You must. We radiate. You are you're radiating energy. And so it's based on what timeline you're choosing. And right now we want that highest one possible because we're getting massive support, massive, massive support. And this is really, really high intensity. And so definitely get some water in you tonight. If you feel the heat, like I'm still feeling the heat, I've got the air conditioner blasting, but my face feels like I've been sunbathing all day, and I did not sunbathe today. I was working today all day. So put some cool stuff around your head if you need to, because it'll help your cool your melon down, because it's an internal heat. There's a lot of solar plex activity with this. You're going to see a lot of the upper chakras. You could be feeling ringing in the ears. My ears have stopped ringing, but I have been feeling, for a while I was hearing different frequencies in each ear, which was cool. And so, but it's different for everyone. So you may have ringing in the ears. If you feel nothing, there's nothing to worry about. It just means that your body is already vibrating in a closer resonance to what is going on, okay? So there's no FOMO here. Don't invite any symptoms if you don't have to. Ride that wave and be grateful, right? So that's what I got for us all tonight. And I think that it would be great for us all. Let's use this light and ground. Now, is everybody clear? I want you to leave this live tonight with a plan. All you need to do is choose to create one easy thing in your energy space when because stuff's going to bubble up. There's no way it won't. With that kind of light, there's going to, the caca's coming to the surface, guys, and just be the observer, allow it to come to the light. You will be observing a lot of bizarre behavior, because if you're not awakened and this is purging you, this can feel like literally like insanity. So can you imagine not knowing that you're ascending? Why am I all of a sudden, right, seeing my whole past in my dreams? And why is everybody acting this way, right? There's a lot of this is happening to me going on right now. And so do your best not to entangle in that. That's not your energy. So it's definitely a good time to mind your own energetic business. Best advice I could give is the best advice my guides have ever given me. And that does not mean we don't love each other and we don't have compassion for each other and we don't help each other. But you've got to have your light shining first. If your vacuum's not plugged in, you don't pick up any dirt. Same concept. Turn your light on and just really manage it right now. And it will truly, truly help you to integrate what is going on, and just do your best to, right, the rear view mirror is not your friend right now. It just truly isn't. It's just keeping you down here, and that's that sandbag. We're done with the sandbags, right? We walked up the hill with the cement boots. We're so done. This is a beautiful time to be here, to create. And, I'm going to do my best to help you guys learn how to choose these timelines and how to release the lower ones. We got to keep releasing, keep releasing, keep releasing. Very important. So let's do a beautiful grounding. I'm going to see, I have no idea what's going to come in, but I like a little ambiance. Let me find something. Go into purple for sure, because there is tons of healing flames involved in this. By the way, your guides and angels are on overtime right now because they understand they're helping to lift these dense energies out of us, quite literally. And they are helping as they're healing and helping the scared parts go back to the light. Our consciousness is able to jump forward yet again. So it's just like, it's all hands on deck. It really is. And I don't mean that in a scary way. I mean that in a beautiful way that, this is like, we came here for this shift. We came here for this shift. And but I don't know about you guys, but I want to go the easiest way possible. I'm good. I did the struggle bus. I could check that box, struggle bus done. My struggle bus, I took it to the junkyard and blew it up a long time ago. So, all right, let's do this love train style. So if you are driving, please don't do this. You can come back and listen to it. For those of you who listen to the recording, just remember you missed nothing. Whenever you find this, you found it in your perfect divine timing, right? So there's no more FOMO. Every time when you stumble on something that's good for you, it's that's your guides bringing it to you in your perfect divine timing. It's always about your own timing. So keep that in mind. All right. And then let's just slow everything down here. Focus on your breath. You can close your eyes. And I'm going to see where they're sending us on this one, because, man, do I feel heat pouring in. Whew. And the solar plexus are having a good time, too. All right, so let's start with the grounding breath. We're going to just ground into Gaia's heart. So take a nice deep breath in. Pause at the top of your shoulders. And go ahead and exhale all the way down to Gaia's heart. Inhale, come up to your heart space. Pause here. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. Nice. You guys are pros at this. Inhale now and come up to your heart space. And see, sense, or feel if the front door to your heart is open. See, sense, or feel. And then take a moment to see, sense, or feel if the back door to your sacred heart is open. And they're sending us there in a big way. My scalp is tingling. So we're going to take an inhale and then take a soft exhale. Just gently guide open the back door to your sacred heart. And they're going to bring light right into our hearts. I love this. So we're going to take an inhale. On the exhale, just go through that threshold for the sacred heart. And they're saying, just have a seat. Have a seat there. Settle in, take an inhale. Exhale. Expand your light in your sacred heart. Take an inhale, and then they want us to visualize just pure source light coming through the crown of your head. And they're showing me it's coming through the body, just like plasma. It's just winding its way down. And this is a healing for everybody. And allow it to come into that heart space. And just allow it to flow all the way down through your feet and down to Gaia. And take another inhale. Expand your light. On the exhale, receive more light into your sacred heart center. Exhale, send it down to Gaia. And then inhale slowly, coming back up into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And then they're wanting us to end with calling in more light to the body. So you're going to just say softly or aloud, I fill myself with pure love and light. Take an inhale. Exhale, release all energies that are not my own. Inhale again. I fill myself with pure love and light. Exhale, I release all energies that are not my own. One more. Take an inhale. I fill myself with pure love and light. And exhale, release all energies that are not my own. And just stay right here for a few breaths. This right here is your highest timeline. So now everybody knows how to get here. And just stay in this so you can come back in to the body. You can open your eyes and still see if you can keep that heart focus there, nice and open. You can feel, for some of you, you can drop the shoulders more and just do your best to come into this part of your heart, and that's going to help you to integrate this. You guys are absolutely amazing at grounding the entire, I can feel the entire container just all at the same time really come into this beautiful, peaceful space. For those of you listening on the recording, you are part of the container. Your soul chose when you were going to come in, and when you guys come in, those listening on the recording, you're recreating this wave of peace that we're radiating right out now. So your whatever time you find it is always important. It's always important because you're showing up in your divine timing, and we're literally creating wave after wave after wave of this beautiful inner peace. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. I didn't get to say, hey, I see a long list. And thank you for flagging me and letting me know I was talking to myself for the first few minutes. I'm good at that. I always say, don't interrupt me. I'm talking to myself. How you doing? I don't know. How you doing? Let's see who is in here. Okay, I don't know who Zen Piano is, but this is not the doom and gloom channel, so that's somewhere else. This is pure love and light. Leanna is here, George is here, Jonathan, hello, Lisa, Cheryl, hey Cheryl, Raina, Leanna, awesome, Jessica, beautiful, the clarity received today, all the pieces have just fallen into place. That is very true. And then we have to choose it. Yeah, very true. Yeah, someone else says, I see and feel the split. Yeah, if you're sensitive to energy, you can, it is palpable. It's like you sense that there's a distance between the dimensions now, and that is very, very true and very real. Let's see, Jessica. Oh yeah, after days of crying and exhaustion. Yeah. Oh girl, I know it's purging, but so now this light is just beautiful healing energy for us. So definitely it could go two ways with this much energy. It could create a lot of energy. This can also knock you out. So don't be concerned about how your body responds. Your body's going to give you signals as to what it needs and how it needs to integrate this. But water, a big must. Yes, you got it. Being present in the now. Being present in the now is where all your power is. Yep. And you can, and you that does helps you to glide forward with ease for sure. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Thanks for being here. Really good. Someone says, I've been allowing myself to cry when it wells up. Yeah. You know, we are all sentient beings. We're sentient beings. And then somewhere in our life, someone said, stop crying, shut up, be seen and not heard. And then we started holding that stinking beach ball underwater. And then here we go. The beach ball's getting popped. It's coming up and it's getting popped. So we're sentient beings, and showing how we're going to experience our emotions, by the way, in the fifth dimension. Is we're going to be able to observe them, feel them, and then they go by, because we're not going to be stuffing them down. And we have different portals opening up in our body energetically to allow it to go through with ease. So there's not going to be this like this heavy grief, and that we will still experience grief, but it's not going to have the dense energy that it had in the third dimension. So it's very important to really know that just feeling your emotions is truly, that is part of you actually have an emotional body. It's part of the multidimensional you. And so we can't shut off one dimension of our being and move forward. Robin is here. Robin's here. It's late for you. Let's see. Carlos and Christy, hello. You guys are still having fun in Guatemala. I love it. Sean, thank you, Sean. Thanks for being here. And we have a Sean and we have Shauna. Beth and Britton, thank you for being here. I love you guys. Yeah, this felt really good. It really did. Cool. So, all right, guys. I'm going to let you guys just really, again, manage your own energy, notice what comes up, don't get frustrated with it, and just understand it's literally coming to the light, and just keep filling yourself with pure love and light, and you can't mess it up. I promise, you just can't. So thanks for being here, everybody. And, I'm going to follow this energy the way this is going. There's a high probability you'll see me tomorrow too, but have a beautiful evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are on this beautiful love train. And stay cool tonight. Mwah. Love you guys.